And welcome back, Crypto Hulk. Starting off with the member shows 50% of the time. So we got to do. Gots to do it because, Thanos, uh, YT will kind of get off my back a little more, not buffer out the show. And everybody's like, I can't see what's going on. They cut out the so this particular episode, just shut it off. So I need to get information out to you, and that can't happen with them doing stuff to the channel. So that's why we have to kind of do this. Uh, let me say I'm going to start off at some point in the show. We're going to breeze over like 4 articles that deal with quantum computers. This stuff, I'm just letting you know right now, my bullshit meter goes off and stuff, and what I'm seeing is what's not possible. It's almost being set up. The amount of advancements that are happening in this quantum computer stuff, not possible. Okay. I've been in crypto for 4 years almost. Never heard anything really about quantum computer until like the past month. Then all of a sudden, just boom, boom, boom. News article after news article. I'll tell you what, every day I could find 5 articles on quantum computing. That they discovered something. Like, how does all this shit happen in a month? Like every day, oh, we came up with this. Oh, the next college or the next Tokyo University, they could, like, it's not possible. So it leads me to believe that this shit's already done, and they're like they're spoon feeding it to certain universities, like showing them how to get stuff done. There's somebody doing this. I don't know what entity it is, and I don't even want to know because it'll get the channel shut off. But it's some kind of entity out there that is going to different universities. Maybe they're a professor, whatever they are. They're kind of saying, hey, don't do that, do this. Try that out, see what happens. And they're like, oh, yeah, it works even better. Then they write a paper on it, and they publish it, then I'm reading it off on the show. That's what I'm seeing. There is no way advancements like this are happening unless somebody already has the answers to the test, and they go to the classroom before the test and say, hey, meet me out at my locker. I got all the answers to the test. That's what I'm just seeing happening. It's not possible. So with that, but we're going to start off with some good Gary Gensler stuff first. Let me see who showed up first. My name's Crypto Hulk. I'm not a financial advisor, not a crypto advisor, none of those things. Don't buy anything I tell you to buy. The show's a total lie. Run for your life right now. G Spud, Wolf Flow, Crypto Greek, MK_P, and Gotcha, and then Danny Boy. Henry Brown, thanks for that donation to the channel. I see it right there. It's first one on the channel today with a donation. First one on the channel with a donation. Then we got Henry Brown again. I saw a headline just now. It read 6 people got arrested in attempting to mess with the London Stock Exchange. We're going to have a financial crisis. We're going to have a financial crisis. That's what's going to happen. Somebody's going to hack into something and mess it all up like a bunch of dummies. Kitch J, thanks for that donation to the channel. Robert Driscoll, fined for late night eating. Oh my gosh. You eat late, you're not supposed to. You got to pay a fine for that. Oh my God. Oh man. Sean B, thank you very much for that donation to the channel. Izmir Mustafik says he upgraded to the $9.99. I thought we had a visitor right here. 1970 legend. Glad to be back. 1970 legend. Crypto Hulk was given this information by a secret government informant. But Ripple is a government contractor and or subcontractor. Like that's something. Crypto Hulk was the only one announced this information on the whole internet Now other people saw it and ran with it after me. Why do I always got to be first? Because I got you guys that pay me to get the best information, right? Right. So you should be proud of this channel. I don't need 300 gazillion people on a channel. I still find more groundbreaking news than any other channel in the solar system, that is. And everybody gets all mad. So these dumbasses, okay, one guy's like, well, a lot of companies contract for the government, like, Hertz rental car and this and that, and pizza companies. I said, oh, so let me fucking think through this one, genius. You got Ripple, San Francisco contract for the government, so maybe they're just like renting cars or making pizza, right? I said, get the fuck off my. If you were so fucking stupid, you're that one I can't help. You've had developmental delay. Your mom was doing drugs. Your dad was snorting coke when you were born, and they created a fucked up child like you. I can't help you. You've got to get off this channel. It's like chronic, okay? Everybody's like, no, Crypto Hulk coming up this first. No, I want my other channel. No, why does Crypto Hulk always find the best shit more than everybody else? They're trying to come up with all kinds of ways to spin this. Oh God, Crypto Hulk found us. Maybe it's this. Maybe Brad Garlinghouse is making soap, or maybe they have sandwiches they're making at Ripple, and the government is buying the sandwiches. That's what it is. Crypto Hulk, it's not what you think. Ripple's not assisting the United States government in doing it. Crypto Hulk, it's just all a fake. You know what you're doing. Okay. Okay. You're a special one too. You rode the shortest yellow bus to school every day. 1970 legend. For being first, keep it coming. Thank you very much for that. I take pride in this channel. And if I can't find something and tell you it first, I find a ton of stuff like like United Kingdom. I got a 320-page report. I'm not going over. It's too big. United Kingdom already has their crypto regs. They're all done. Like I saw the 300-page report. It's all done. United States, not done that we know of. Now, somebody probably slipped it to me. They shouldn't have done it. That might happen here and there, but I have a 310-page United Kingdom crypto, all the crypto shit's laid out, done and organized. So, yeah. Michael Gilbert is here. Crypto She-Hulk. Hulk's Couch. Clocking in. Let's go with Gary Gensler. Let's start off here with this Gary Gensler fool. Let me do a copy and a paste. Whoops. I think that might work. Okay. There's the article. Let's start off here. Gary Gensler speculates on an Ethereum post Bitcoin ETF approval. All right. Oh, later after this news article, I'm going to show you Ethereum already had an ETF. There was already an Ethereum sale. Gary just failed to mention that because Gary's a failure. That's why. On the heels of the approval of a spot Bitcoin ETF, U.S. SEC Commissioner Gary Gensler is exercising caution on Ethereum because they already released it, everybody. Don't tell anybody. See, CNBC, those fucking stupid ass cocks, in an interview with CNBC, Gensler addressed the possibility of a spot Ethereum gaining SEC approval in the future. Gary, your office already allowed him to by implicitly not doing anything. They've already done this 9 years ago, you fucking lame ass cock. While acknowledging the approval of Bitcoin, he emphasized that this was specific to Bitcoin as a non-security commodity token. Wow. You know what I'd like to know is how can he even say what Bitcoin is? He can't even tell you who fucking made it. This whole thing is so ridiculous. What's going on? The average people, wow. 99% of the people in this country, we've got 1% of the population, probably even less than that, that knows that Bitcoin is some fake entity. How is it? Like, I'm just kind of curious. Common sense talking. What do I know, right? Common sense talking. How does the SEC let a particular product that we have no laws for in this country? Like, I want you to see how absurd this whole thing is. Okay, why Hulk is the only one discussing this on the whole fucking planet, practically. Wait. How do a group of dumb robot people called Bitcoin maxis, how do they all follow some crypto that no one knows who made it? It could be like somebody bad. Well, it is. It's the United States government and maybe a bunch of other governments too. But it's just fascinating how nobody knows who made this. Whatever, we don't even know what it is because we don't have any crypto laws in the United States code that we should be following. We don't have any crypto laws in this country. Therefore, Gary Gensler cannot call Bitcoin a security commodity token. He has no authority to, no laws. Gary can only interpret laws to make regulations. Since you have no laws, you can't interpret any regulations, correct? Correct. So why the fuck am I talking like this? Years ago, I was going to get to the next article, but I'm not going to do that right now. I'm going to get back on track. Gary Gensler carefully refrained from providing further insights on an Ethereum ETF, but hinted at a distinction between Bitcoin's commodity status and the potential classification of other cryptocurrencies, including Ethereum, as securities. So here we go again with Gary Gensler saying much. He's like much ado about nothing. Okay, he'll talk for 20 minutes and it won't make one single bit of fucking sense. You know, it's just womp 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 womp. And the Howey test womp 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 womp. It made it very clear. Womp womp. And then we have the Reeves test when something is a note. Womp womp womp. Okay, thank you, Gary, for telling us nothing in the 3 minutes we listened to you. Absolutely nothing. Gary is brought in to stall, to confuse, to slow down all the stuff. He's talked about stuff he's not. There's no definitions in the United States Code. I've been saying this for about 4 years now. There's no codified laws. So therefore, Gary can't say shit about crypto. And that's exactly what he's doing, isn't he? Right? Has he done anything with crypto? No. Gary's been there like 3 fucking years, probably 4. And before then was Jay Clayton. Bitcoin's been around since like 2008. Okay. All this time, what, 13, 14 years? No crypto relations. Isn't that interesting? So I'll tell you what, the minute that those flying drones came out, it didn't take long for the government to come up with rules and regulations for that shit, right? Whenever electric skateboards, I've seen these kids now on electric skateboards. I mean, they can come up with some really fast laws for that shit. Let's fucking skateboard. But Bitcoin, where billions and trillions of dollars in hands, nope, 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 no regulations for that. You see how much of a fake con job all this is? There's a reason, and I'm going to tell you what the reason is again, because the United States government is working on crypto. Okay? Ripple is an agent of the government. Just letting you know. I don't need proof to say none of this stuff. I already showed you using a Ripple website that they're government contractors. Oh. And there's a whole lot more than that, but I'm not getting into the 3-letter agencies that are actually, we all know where this is. If you watch my channel, we know. Legal filings indicate the SEC's inclination to view Ethereum transactions under its jurisdiction. If Ethereum were classified as a security, it could face increased regulatory scrutiny, potentially making the approval of a spot ETF more challenging than that of Bitcoin. Now, Ethereum's already a security because Crypto Hulk's going to show us from 2015. Our government and Gary Gensler is pretending like they don't know. They're pretending like they don't know. Wow, interesting though. So I just shared with you the proof that Ethereum's already a security. Somebody might want to tell Gary Gensler. Just thought. So I made a video. It's 59 seconds long. Go to the 50-second mark. 50 seconds mark. It shows here. Here's the proof right here. Now, this isn't my original video. You'll have to look that one up. It's like a 2-minute video, and I show you all. I show you the real website. This is the real website, but it's just like a short portion of that video. Then I also made a long video on this on one of my shows. You could look that up. Now, it says this, intended use of revenue. Okay, it looks like they're really trying to do something here. Terms of the Ethereum sale. Terms and conditions of the Ethereum Genesis sale. Are you hearing me? Ethereum sale, security, security. And then you have an Ether product purchase agreement. If this ain't a security, it is. Okay. This is a classic security program here. They're showing you the terms and condition of the sales, and then you have a purchase agreement. Where's the SEC on this? Why did the SEC ignore this? Gary Gensler, tell us why the SEC ignored you. You mean to tell me Gary Gensler does not know that this? That's ridiculous. There is some kind of fraud going on in the United States government, and I'm showing you this right now. Okay, this is absolutely ridiculous. Why some guy who's sitting on the fucking floor has to show the commissioner of the SEC and all the other commissioners that Ethereum's already had a sale. There's proof right here. Ethereum product purchase agreement. Can somebody have the SEC explain what the fuck's going on in America? Why are some companies allowed to just do whatever they want? And why is our Gary Gensler he's illegally discussing things? Ethereum is already a security. The proof is that they already done it in 2015. They sold the portions of Ethereum for profit. That's a security. There's a terms and conditions sale agreement, right? You have a fucking sale agreement right here. This is a security, and our government doesn't. But we got open borders, though. Texas wants to close the borders and stop coming in, and then Joe Biden wants to open the border up. So, dude, this is so fucking retarded. I don't even know what to say about this fucking country anymore. Like, these people have any damn sense in their head? Hoo-wee. Got that one. How about you bet Gary Gensler wears a hockey helmet when he goes to bed, huh? That's very interesting. Next article here. Copy and a paste. Okay. Now let's look at this one. I want to let you see. Now we're going to discuss BlackRock and the SEC again. You got BlackRock, and they just scooped up 11,500 Bitcoins because it dipped. See what happens, let me tell you, I'm not a trader, okay? But what happens is this. It's almost hilarious. Somebody, somewhere along the line starts to tank the price of a Bitcoin, like drop it. Then all the little people that don't know shit start selling off. which further drops and drops and drops the price. And then at some point, a whale will come in and swoop, buy all the shit back that they sold. And then the price goes way back up again, and the other and little people get screwed. Okay, people have, I haven't invested in any cryptos for like 4 years. Okay, I set my limit. I will not invest more than I'm afraid to lose. I set my limit. Fine. I don't need to spend the next 4 years just dumping money and dumping money in cryptos. So I told you before, I was always afraid of that thing called the quantum computer that could wipe out all wallets on the XRP ledger if they wanted to. Okay. That's a little thing of reality. So I started getting gold about a year ago. That was a thing. No more. I haven't got crypto for 4 years. So this is just what I'm showing here. All this crypto space is manipulated. BlackRock comes in and just swoops up 11,500 Bitcoins. Now, why is this important? Because in Bitcoin, only 900 Bitcoins are a day. 900. And if you swoop up 11,500, there's not going to be many on the Bitcoin ledger. They're going to be taken. Okay. BlackRock, think of this. One company took 13 days worth of Bitcoin tokens, wiped them out. Says here, we go to supply crunch. Go under the section that's called supply crunch. The second paragraph. If this trend continues, listen to this. If the trend continues, the Bitcoin market could face a severe supply crunch, with an estimated 46,000 Bitcoin being absorbed in 2 days. That's like 23,000 Bitcoin a day. And that's 25 times the amount that the miners make. Now, this article's over because I wanted to show you this. What BlackRock will do, in my opinion, is possibly just destroy the whole concept of Bitcoin completely. Okay? Because what we're seeing, you've got to have liquidity. That's what Ripple's been working on for 10 years. Spreading that XRP all over the world carefully. Carefully. That's why Ripple buys the XRP, and then at the next month they get a 1 billion a month sent to them through the escrow. And if Ripple wants to create more liquidity in the market, here's what the other channels don't tell you. What Ripple does is gives the crypto to XRP Fund 2, who then goes to the banks and stuff and supply people and market makers, and then sells it to them or buys it back. What you don't want, you don't want a Bitcoin ETF. That goes against, you don't want a XRP ETF. That goes against everything it stands for. It's a payment crypto. It's not something to gamble with. You get it? So that's why Ripple's been smart, and they aren't going to just dump all these cryptos on the market. Why? Because a BlackRock will come. I've said this years ago. Just like Ripple itself with the escrow and shit will never go on the stock market. Because what would stop Russia and China from ganging up and buying Ripple, the company, at 51%? Bam, there you go. Now they're running that shit. See? So Ripple carefully allows how much crypto XRP gets into the world. Here's the problem with Bitcoin, and we'll just assume nobody owns Bitcoin. Okay, it's this free entity. You've got these companies buying all up the Bitcoin. That means people can't use that shit. So what do? They gamble with it. Bam, Bitcoin is now killed. See what I mean? Maybe it gets to the price of $100,000. Now normal people can't afford to buy one. And at that, these people got it tied up somewhere. So now you can't use it. What if you're a big company and you want to pay a bill for like $500 million? What if you can't? What if it takes you a week to get enough Bitcoin to raise $500 million? Remember, these big companies buy this. Bitcoin can't work as a payment instrument. That was shown when it first came out. So, because right now, BlackRock and all these Vanguard and everybody else is buying all these Bitcoins up, it's not going to be used. What was Bitcoin's purpose? Go back to the white paper. Bitcoin was supposed to be a payments crypto. Totally failed. Right now, it's a speculative gambling instrument. That's what Bitcoin is. It's not backed by anything. It's only a great thing right now, according to some people, because it's expensive. But what if BlackRock walks away and the top 10 banks, that Bitcoin price just drops? Because nobody wants that shit. It's not doing its job as a payment instrument. So that's what I wanted to show you on that article. Here's the next article again with the guy that runs BlackRock. Let me show you his. There was an article done with him. Okay. Here we are. Okay, so on CoinDesk now. CoinDesk, new people. CoinDesk is like a crypto news agency, and it's pretty popular, pretty well respected. I'm not saying I respect it. I'm just saying it's generally everybody's heard of Coinbase or CoinDesk. Now here's this title: BlackRock CEO Larry Fink turnabout on Bitcoin elicits cheers and then skepticism of crypto cred. Larry Fink, one of the world's biggest asset managers, says crypto could revolutionize finance. Are you hearing this? One of the guys that controls more money in the world. This guy controls the world. He controls the world. And he says crypto could revolutionize finance. Now that's very interesting because 3 years ago, he said crypto was for money laundering. And today, 3 years later, it's going to revolutionize finance. Figure that one out. So let's look at it like this. 3 years ago, he's saying Bitcoin was for money laundering. But now that his firm owns they just bought 12,000 Bitcoins, and God knows how many more they own. Now all of a sudden, see what I mean? Now all of a sudden, remember in the old days, I used to tell you this, crypto bad, crypto bad, crypto bad. And I said, because that's all the news would say, that's all the government people, Nancy Pelosi and Maxine, crypto's bad, crypto's bad, crypto's bad. Everybody, crypto bad. Now all of a sudden, it's crypto good, crypto good, crypto good. ETFs good. Good, 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 good. Crypto. How does one of the richest guys in the world, he controls more money than anybody in the whole world, 3 years, Crypto Hulk, how was it that you were teaching us and how awesome crypto was 4 years ago? 4 years ago. No offense, Crypto Hulk, but you're like a nobody. You're not a Larry Fink. How could you, Crypto Hulk, know the future of crypto and Larry Fink not know it? Crypto Hulk, how would 3 years ago Larry Fink say that Bitcoin is for money launderers or criminals or some shit, and now he's buying it himself? You see what I mean? Because he was talking it all down while he was buying it, lying to people. Larry Fink or Gary Fink, whatever his fucking name is, he's a straight up liar. You just don't change. You don't run the biggest financial business in the world and say, oops, I made a mistake on Bitcoin. Like, that's so fucking stupid. That is. You gotta just have a sign plastered on his forehead said world's biggest fucking liar. BlackRock CEO Larry Fink's change of heart. He had a change of heart, did he? On Bitcoin. could make it easier for fellow Wall Street executives to embrace cryptocurrency. Now, all of a sudden, my God, I get into crypto 4 years ago, and it's bad, 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 bad. Every day it's bad, bad, bad. 2 years ago, bad, bad. 3 years ago, bad. 1 year ago, crypto's bad. But all of a sudden now, all the stock market people are going in to getting their ETFs for Bitcoin and Ethereum and all these, but all of a sudden now it's good somehow. All of a sudden now it's good. Huh, that's very interesting. How all these people that are so rich and so smart, and for all these years, they've been saying the crypto's bad, but all of a sudden now they're selling it. Like, this makes no sense. Or does it? Even this article mentions Bitcoin was launched in 2009 by a pseudonymous character or creator. Bitcoin was made, listen to this, Bitcoin was made to be the world's payments platform, okay? It was a peer-to-peer payments network that would be free from government control. That was written in the white paper. And all the people that claim to be like, oh yeah, Bitcoin, they don't even follow their own white paper. You know what your white paper is like? Your plan, your design. They just left all that. The whole purpose of Bitcoin was to get away from the government and from Wall Street and all these rich banks and stuff. And guess what? Bitcoin's landing right into the center of all the banks, Wall Street, investment. Bitcoin every day is moving more and more away from average people. I'll repeat that. Every day, Bitcoin is moving more and more away from average people. They don't have it in their wallets. Remember, if you control your keys to your wallets, not your keys, not your crypto, right? Look at what exactly is going on. The greed of Wall Street and the greed of people that have Bitcoin, it's taking Bitcoin out of everybody's wallet and into the banks. And then if you want a Bitcoin, you can't buy one anymore. You have to buy a fund that is, so you're not even buying Bitcoin anymore. You're buying a fund. That's where we've gone from Bitcoin's going to get rid of the governments and all the crooked banks to now Bitcoin is owned by the banks. See what I mean? Very sad day. President of Bianco Research, in this article, he says crypto is losing the plot. It says it is supposed to be about decentralization, permissionless, and self-sovereignty. And now it's just something ran by the banks. If you scroll down in the article, you'll see Larry Fink, BlackRock, in 2017 said, so we're talking 6 years ago, Bitcoin is an index of money laundering. But then all of a sudden in 2023, listen to this, Bitcoin could revolutionize finance files for a Bitcoin ETF. All of a sudden, 6 years, and he has a total change of heart. Like, that's not possible. It's because you know what? When I learned about cryptos, it took me 3 months. It didn't take me 6 years. It took Crypto Hulk 3 months to truly know when I started my channel that it was not Bitcoin or Ethereum. They were horse poo poo, is what I used to say. Now, how is it possible? It took me 3 months, probably less than that, but I'll just say 3. And it's taken Larry Fink like 6 or 7 years. Really? That's a lie. Okay? Larry Fink is lying. Okay? I will leave that article at that. Let me check some questions here. It's the boss, Mr. You can so what does it do? It controls crypto, and that's the financial institutions have to gain control of it. Beta test coin. Kathy knows nothing. Let's go. So now, all of a sudden, let's go to. This is a good time now to go talk about Hester Pierce that works for the SEC. She's pulling a Larry Fink as well. Not quite as poignant, but look at what Hester Pierce is doing. Let me explain to new people who she is. SEC Commissioner Hester Pierce criticizes the delay in spot Bitcoin ETF approval. She says, we squandered 10 years of opportunities. Now, let me ask you something. How is it that all the news and all the government people 6 years ago are like, oh, crypto's so bad. But now you got Larry Fink saying crypto's going to revolutionize the finance world. And Hester Pierce is like, oh, we made a mistake. No. This has all been a lie. You see, all these other channels made the Ripple lawsuit. They showed that twice a day with the SEC versus Ripple. They showed that every day. That trial was so fake, just like those channels that would report on it every day, twice a day. Oh, what's going on in the Ripple trial today? Oh, I don't know. Let's ask John Deaton. Let's bring in this person. What did Judge Netburn say? Dude, all that shit is so fucking fake. Now you got Hester Pierce saying, yeah, I think we misjudged it. Wow, that's all? You got people running the biggest organization like BlackRock in the world. You got people like Hester Pierce controlling all of our stock markets and shit, and these people don't fucking know? Like, this is not possible. That's why I said Ripple's not a company. It's a government agency. And this whole trial was fake. We have no crypto laws. They are literally in plain sight switching over to the whole quantum financial system, and people like, what are you gonna watch for TV tonight? They have no fucking idea what's going on. And even the people watching the crypto shit, they have no idea. Let's start with right here. U.S. Securities and Exchange Commission, Hester Pierce has slammed her agency. Wow, she hasn't done a damn thing. For the delay in approving spot Bitcoin exchange traded funds. She says, our arbitrary and capricious treatment of applications in the area will continue to harm our reputation far beyond crypto. Diminished trust from the public will inhibit our ability to regulate the markets effectively. So she said, Hester Pierce now all of a sudden says, we're going to lose the public's trust. That happened like a long time ago. These people are something else. U.S. Security and Exchange Commissioner Hester Pierce issued a statement following the approval of 11 spot Bitcoin exchange traded funds. Ooh, wow. She says, today marks the end of an unnecessary but consequential saga. 10 years after the filing of the first spot Bitcoin exchange traded product, the commission has finally approved multiple applications by exchanges. She said they took 10 years, they took a 10-year break. Wow. I think I'm going to leave this article at that. That's pretty much what the basis is. They just talk about a bunch of blah, blah stuff after that. But I just wanted to show you how all these government people, you're going to see a trend. Okay, you're going to see a trend. And that trend will be the news organizations will start giving crypto at the right time a green light. The news broadcasters will be like, well, we've had a change of heart due to the recent developments that have occurred. We are now going to start talking positively about crypto. Why? Because, well, we own it and you're going to buy it from us. See how that works? You'll see. They will start greenlighting crypto once we have all the regulations. Once we, those 100 exchanges we could buy at, once they close all of our exchanges so we can't buy anymore, we'll be allowed to sell at probably exchanges, but not buy. But in the end, they're going to shut down all these. I've already told how all this goes down years ago. Now, when they get control of all the crypto exchanges, then crypto's good, crypto's good, crypto's good. That's how this works. All your government people will magically be all pro crypto then. But that's when you have to report everything, how much you buy. If you send somebody money, you got to do. But then it'll be good because then they can tax the hell out of you, probably at least 30-40%, and make literally trillions of dollars. So then your government can go open borders up and allow a bunch of useless criminals to come across it. And that's where all your money's going to go, giving them everything for free. Food, medical care, housing, college, everything's free. And then me and you get to pay for it. That's how this thing goes. Let me check some comments. But yeah, that's what Larry Fink, all of a sudden now, Larry Fink and Hester Pierce, all of a sudden now, crypto is good. It's going to be a revolution. But they weren't saying that 6 years ago, but they're saying it now. But yet they're in charge of all the money and the businesses in the country, and they didn't know this shit 6 years ago. I did. Me and you did, because we were sitting on our asses here. We knew, but just somehow all the powerful people just somehow didn't know. But all of a sudden they do today. So I guess that's okay. Gene Rainbow, appreciate that donation to the channel. I try to bring this information so you guys can clearly see all the games that are being played. Okay. Now some of you are new and some of you are not. Some of you have been on crypto longer than me. My job is to help new people figure this stuff out so they don't freak out. Oh man, should I buy Bitcoin? Should I sell it? This channel, like there's no hype on this channel. It's just straight facts. Okay. Fact based. I want you to see the price of the crypto now, none of it matters. We don't have any kind of regulations. All the prices now are manipulated. Next, where are we going from here? Wells Fargo. Well, let me do this. I'm going to go over really quickly 4 quantum computer type articles, and then I'll give you a Wells Fargo quantum computer article. Okay. So I want you to see they're working towards a quantum computer internet. All right. And they've been working on this for years. We're going to see proof of it now. And they've sure been keeping that stuff quiet because I've been in crypto for so long. And I would say about the past month and a half is when this quantum computer shit got the green light. Now it's all over the place. I've never heard of this shit before, about 6 weeks ago, barely. And all of a sudden now. Here's the title. The first unhackable shopping transactions carried out on quantum internet. Just to let you know, the quantum internet is already here, okay? It's here in a small form. I'm going to prove to you that in the Wells Fargo article, but right now, just accept the fact, the internet that we know it now is pretty much a grandfather, and they have something new they're ready to release very soon. It's called the quantum internet, okay? To shop on the unhackable quantum internet, we will need new security techniques. Though we do not have fully operational, though we do not have fully operational quantum internet yet, researchers have now demonstrated a proof of concept for secure quantum e-commerce, also known as the quantum financial network, okay? Now, the person's name who did this was Hua Lei Yin at the Renmin University of China. And his colleague built a small network from 5 quantum computers connected with several kilometers of of fiber optics. Okay, so think about this. They already have quantum computers. Now they're constantly getting better and better, and then they'll be like faster and faster. But they've already now, this is a fact, the quantum computer is out. All different countries have these things, okay, the technology. Now, this particular university got 5 different people in different locations, okay? And they're like 3 kilometers apart, okay? Now, what happened is they would run the cable fibers to the 5 different people, and that's their like internet. Get it? That's their internet. 5 people that are a few miles apart or whatever. Okay. What they showed you is a proof of concept. They showed you that they made a transaction. It was not hackable, and this was a internet, literally an internet, like in baby form when it first begins. Now, the more people you add to that network, you could have 1,000, 1,000,000, 1,000,000,000, all of China on that network. See what I mean? Then maybe China joins with India, and then Russia. Now you got like 3 million people, 3 billion people on the network. Oh, that grows. See? So this is already here. They've already made a transaction that's not hackable. Okay. That's the first news article. Let me check the comments here and see where we are at. Ex Logician says the only good thing about the Bitcoin ETF is that the normies will start to believe. Oh, yeah. That's how it goes. I mean, look, I've already got my crypto. I'm ready to take off today. You know, there's a lot of new people here on the channel. You're not ready to take off today. You might want to consider taking a loan out. Okay, that's very important. Taking a loan out because this is what I did. Now, don't you do what I'm telling you. But what Crypto Hulk did is I took a loan out for my crypto for about half. So let's say I had $5,000 or something, right? I truly had $5,000. I would take that 2,500, not put it in the bank, maybe put it in gold, and then that other. So then I had 2,500. Then I would take a loan for 2,500. Now I got 5,000, and I just dumped it in XRP. Okay, that's what I did. If I was short on cash, I would take a loan, get the crypto I want, put it in a hardware wallet, Faraday bag, you're rich. How much money would you actually take in XRP? I mean, it depends on how rich you want to be. I got somebody now that kind of lives near me, so I'm going to kind of talk to this person and help him figure out. He wants to spend somewhere between $500 and $1,000. I said 500 will do it. You could probably have maybe 5 million bucks. You know, if you spend $1,000, you might get up to about $10 million, and that's at XRP at 5,000 or $10,000 a piece. Now, Forbes magazine did an article where XRP can hit 60,000. I've done a show where XRP regularly can be 50 to about 100 grand, and I broke it down. And it's not just me thinking of something. We figured it out on my channel. So that's what we got going on with that. Andy Arvi says, we are so lucky to have bought already. So look, what they're going to do is distract you. There's going to be cryptos like Solana or whatever. It's going to go up, and they'll make it even predictable. Well, like a monkey could invest in it. They're going to make the growth rate so linear like that and predictable that everybody's going to start dumping in. I don't know which one it'll be. Maybe Evil Peppy or Pancake Swap or Pepe's grandmother, or whatever it might be. Dog Coin or Doge's girlfriend or whatever these dumb fucking people invent. But what they're going to do is get you out of XRP. So they're going to have this one crypto that goes from maybe $1. How it's going to go is something like this, because you got to get the slow people's money first. Slow people first. Then later it gets more sophisticated where you get the really smart people's money. You got to trick them. That takes a little more, time. But what you do is you have week one, um, bullshit coin goes to $1. People get excited like crazy. $1 went from being worth nothing to being $1. You're gonna have so many people buying into that. Then that price is gonna go to the next week, $2. Next week, $3. Next week, $4. Next week, 5. Now everybody's seeing a pattern. Okay. Like if I'm gonna rip you guys off, I'm telling you how I'm gonna do it right now. Then next week, $6. Next week, 7. They're gonna make it so damn predictable that you just start dumping all your monies into this shit, and then they rug pull it. Or the government, or another way, the government seizes it, or maybe like a quantum computer hacks it all, right? Oh yeah, Crypto Hulk, that's a possibility. I don't know how this goes, but if I was going to do something, that's how I'd do it. Because then now I got to get the smarter people, and that's going to take a little more thinking to like rip them off. But it's all possible. But anyhow, that's what's up with that. Gene Rainbow. I already read that one. But Gene, thanks for the donation to the channel. Appreciate that. Listener supported. S. Huraib. Thank S. Huraib. I'm configuring these private virtual circuits on fiber optics. It's unshakable by nature. Quantum computer is needed to track all tokenized assets and people on the cloud. Says hippie 17. You know what? I think that's exactly right. You get artificial intelligence linked up with the power of quantum computing and track every single transaction that's made on every single ledger and work on identifying who's who. I'm telling you what, I've been telling you for 4 years. From day one, I started all this channel, we're gonna be slaves, all right? Eventually. I don't care if you have $500 million from this crypto shit. Eventually, they will enslave you some way, okay? You don't believe a certain religion they believe in, you talk to certain, whatever it is, just it's going to happen because people are bad. People are naturally, they're not good. It's not like, what's that one dude? I believe all people are good. Country singer dude. I believe all people are good. No, I personally believe all people are fucked up. That's what I believe. And they're out to rip you off. They're out to cheat and stab and steal from you and everything. And so when I look at our government people, they're criminals and they don't want to compete. So they're going to try to get you out of your crypto as best they can. Another thing for new people I've been warning people a lot about is when the government, they're going to create or let's say allow a disaster to happen. I've been telling you this for 4 years now. When everything's looking great and everything's cool and XRP hits like a 90 or some shit, and I was like flying high as a kite, the government's going to allow. They may not cause something, but they'll allow something bad to happen and shut down all the crypto. Maybe the government will allow a bad actor to just hit up all the exchanges and steal all your crypto with a quantum computer. Maybe all the wallets that we bought get hacked. I don't know. Now I'm just telling you reality, okay? Don't think, actually, how about this? I want you to have a possibility of thought that you could lose all your crypto, okay? I already told you before, don't invest any more than you can afford to lose. So people are like, oh, I'm backing the truck up and I'm getting this. Dude, I'm not getting the damn thing. It's been 4 years. I'm getting gold and silver, and that's it. Because with the government, like just what they did back around 1933, didn't they take everybody's gold away? Okay. Now maybe they take our gold away again, but some people they're not taking it from. I'm not saying who those people are, but some people are just not getting no fucking gold. It's not going to happen. That's not an option. Okay. Now with crypto, the government can make a mandate and say, uh, the United States is under financial attack. We will be taking everything out of your bank account. The government might say, we are taking every single cryptocurrency off the exchanges. We'll order all the exchanges to give us all their crypto in 24 hours, or lock up the exchanges now. The government will give you wallet addresses and you send all the crypto there. I don't know. So what I wanted to tell you that, not to scare you, but to tell you that's a possibility that you need to consider. Do not have all your money in cryptocurrency, because if something goes bad, you're done. Okay. Henry Brown. Henry Brown, what would be the hypothetical defense for quantum hack? Maybe just keep everything in a Faraday bag until further notice? Just guessing. Here's the bad part, Henry. Your little hardware wallet is like a lock, and you normally use a key to open the lock. The quantum computer it's the locksmith. The dude who has all the illegal tools that can stick in the lock and squeeze the gun thing and pop your wallet right open and take all the shit that's in your wallet. It doesn't matter if you have it in a wallet in a Faraday bag. That shit don't matter. That's why I haven't dumped any money into crypto for 4 years, okay? Because I'm always just waiting. Hippie 17. If it all goes bad, it was a fun ride. Cheers to better days. And that's why I'm kind of mentioning things, because this quantum computer shit can hack the XRP ledger. Probably. I know there's nodes and stuff, but how fast these quantum computers can work is faster than anything that we've got. So this is why I'm telling you, to help you from getting financially destroyed, do not put 100% of your money. Like if you got 100% of your money in crypto, I'd say right now, take half out, buy gold and silver. That's what I would tell you to do. Here's my ratio. For every $1 I have crypto, I've got $7 worth of like gold. Okay. So you're like, damn, crypto, you're almost like 10%. Yeah. I'm probably like at 15% of my money is crypto, and the 85% is gold and silver. Now, I got my crypto, and was cheaper, about 15 cents a piece. I got my XRPs at 15 cents a piece. But I don't have, no, I'm not going to, I don't have a million, 500,000 XRP, 100,000, 90, 80, 70, 60. I don't have all the XRP that people think. I'm not going to tell you if I have 10,000, right? It doesn't matter. But what I know is, from the if the XRP goes from 10 to 50,000, like I think it's going to go, I got all I need. Like I don't need any more. I need any more, unless I want to buy like 10 yachts and shit and do like I don't need all that. I don't even need a fucking yacht. All right. I don't need $250,000 cars, or no Lambos now are 300, 400, 5. I don't need that shit. I don't care to have it. For me, $250,000 Porsche is fine. But in reality, how much do I need to be happy? Corvette, $100,000, some. That's great. Fine with that. Get me an SUV, like I don't know, a Jeep or something. No, I go more with the Infiniti QX80. There's my SUV. Cool, got that. And but yeah, I'm not gonna need hundreds and millions and shit. It's all crazy. So those are my ratios. You might want to consider that, in case, because it's quantum computer shit. I'm telling you, I'm not gonna read any more of the articles of the quantum computer stuff, but I'm seeing them coming up every day. Oh, new breakthrough with this, New breakthrough with the quantum computer there. Like, they're going to hack your shit. That's what I really think. So just be prepared and don't put all your money into crypto. Next, the black sheep. Get a loan, yo. Your future self will go back and watch the moment you changed the course of your life and your whole family. Just get that loan. Like half. Okay, look, now this is bad. Now don't do what I'm telling you or whatever. Okay. This is like, okay, if you get like a big fat loan for like 5,000 bucks or something, right? Maybe $10,000 loans, and you buy the crypto, put it in the Faraday bag. I mean, I'd say do half and half. Like if you got 10 G's, get $5,000 worth of XRP, and then you got another 5,000 left over. I would say if you got 10 G's loans, then go 5,000 in XRP, and then do the rest in silver and gold. Maybe 3,000 in silver, and then the other 2,000 in gold. Kind of stuff like that. Because if you got 5,000 in the crypto, that means you have 5,000 bucks left over from that loan. Maybe split that up: 2,500 gold, 2,500 silver. That's what I would do. Now, worst case scenario, you get laid off, the emergency happens or whatever, you can't work, you don't got no money, then don't pay the fucking loan back. I mean, who the fuck cares, right? Your credit goes to shit. Guess what? Everybody's credit's going to shit. So rather than you use your money, oh, I don't want to go into debt with my crypto. That's the dumbest thing. That's what everybody says. No, it's not. What's dumb is to use your own money, and then because especially like right now, shit could take off any day with a hack on the United States bank, whatever. If that shit pops off today, and you've got all your money into crypto, guess what happens when you need to eat and gas becomes 20, 30 bucks a gallon? I've been saying this shit for 4 years. When we have a crisis in America, you're going to want your cash in your pocket. It's an expression, not sitting in a bank account nowhere. You want to hide your money somewhere and get some gold and silver and then take a loan. And if you lose your job, then Crypto Hulk, how do I make the loan payment? You don't fucking pay it. I mean, I wouldn't then because I'm struggling to survive. Guess what? If I had 5 or 10 grand that I could have put into crypto, I got 5 or 10 grand in gold and silver. See what I mean? That's what I'm doing. So that's what I did. I told myself, I'm taking a loan out. Let's just say I took 5,000, right? Now my loan took me, I made payments. I'm not saying how much, if they were big payments or small, but it took me about 2.5 years to pay off my crypto. Okay. I don't care if my interest rate was like 20%. Fuck it. I'm not worried about that shit. I'm trying to make $20 million. What the fuck do I care about? Oh, I'm going to owe 20% interest over 2.5 years. So that $5,000 loan is going to run me 500 bucks or something. Who the fuck cares about $500? I'm making 20 fucking million. See what I'm saying? Get a fucking loan. Who cares? If you can't pay it off, fine. Your credit score goes down. Fuck it. Who the fuck cares? Everybody's credit score is going down. You know that? Join the party. So, Black Sheep, I heard that. Tyrus, welcome to the channel. Thanks for that donation. Henry Brown, if they stole everyone's crypto, it will be many people demanding answers. And I don't know how well that'll fly for people that swear by the Constitution. Henry, a bad actor, we don't know. Okay, just like this. Who the fuck made Bitcoin, right? Nobody. We don't know. So you're going to have this imaginary person who's going to hack your fucking account. Who are you going to get mad at? You don't even know who did it. They're not going to say, oh, United States goes. Now, just like 1933, what did everybody do? What did everybody do when they told us to put on a mask and get some jab in your arm? I didn't do that shit. Maybe at the gym because they wouldn't let me go into that gym. But I didn't get no jab in my arm. Guess what? All the sheep did. About 90% of the people are fucking sheep. They're not going to do shit. The government says, "Oh, you can't." People lost businesses. They shut down businesses. Oh, I can't run my business, and then you lose money and money and money. Pretty soon you're bankrupt. Then you lose your house. Well, the government says we can't do it, and I'm like, "Fuck! Who told you not to do it? You got a business, you make money. Oh, you're gonna close your business and be fucking broke. Okay, really?" And they did that shit for 2 years, and then they're bankrupt. And the government ain't getting shit. You just fucked up and listen to the government. Okay. Mm. So the government's going to shut everything down, Henry, and take all the shit. Look at the COVID thing. What did people do? They just fell down on the ground and be like, "Oh, don't hurt me." These people are fucking weak, man. They're not going to say shit. People are very weak individuals. That's why YT can't handle this channel. I am not like the average individual. Whatever mandates, man, I got shit done from people. I had a little network of people. Barber dude, barber kept his place open. You had to know what you had to have his phone number and know when to cut. All this kinds of shit, you know, unbelievable, believable. Yurt dog, thank you very much for that donation. The black sheep. DS mentioned a couple years ago they denied some upgrades to make sure we have the ability to add quantum upgrades. We might be in the final lap. Now I know that now look, so the first thing is prepared, you could lose all your crypto. So I just told you the solution around. Well, I don't have any money to buy crypto. Then get a fucking loan. Well, I can't get a loan, my credit's fucked up. Well, then borrow from somebody, you know. Well, I can't do that. I don't have any friends. Well, you know what? Quit asking me those fucked up questions and you're fucked. You know what? I'll just tell you the answer. You are fucked, okay? There's your answer. But you know, I know that David Schwartz, smart dude, and and the other government people involved with him making the crypto stuff. So they'll figure something out. As far as you and me, like we're like nobodies, but maybe they put something in there because they knew a quantum capability. It's like an upgrade. You put something in a product knowing that in the future there's going to be that capability. So maybe they looked to the future and planned for it. I mean, I hope they did. But then again, if I lose my crypto, then whatever. Like I didn't put enough. I put 2 months worth of pay. So 2 months worth of paychecks into my crypto, and I don't have a lot. You don't need a lot. Like I'm not trying to have like $1 billion or 5 trillion. I don't care for that. That's fucking ridiculous. I just have enough to know that for the rest of my life, I could probably live in $1 million house and never drive more than a 2-year-old Porsche the rest of my life or something. I mean, I'm not trying to buy countries and do shit. I don't care about that shit. So that's with the quantum. It's on election year. Ever wonder why the Bitcoin halving is on election year? Oh. We're at 1 hour, 8 minutes. I think I'm going to wrap that up. XR Poseidon, Black Sheep. Yeah, I read that too. Wanted to wait to implement it to make sure that they had the most up to date to protect from the quantum. So I think there is good IOTA is a quantum. Isn't one of those cryptos Hedera? I think Hedera is a hash graph. It's not a crypto. So some like I'm not going to necessarily maybe study this or nothing, but you might want to look into Hedera and verify that it's quantum computer resistant because it's not a crypto. And the hash graph is a different kind of a beast. So quantum computers can like untie your shoes. Like if you tied your shoes in a knot, then the quantum computer knows how to pull that string. But a hash graph is like something else. So the quantum doesn't have the ability to now with machine learning. You know what? We're starting to get way out of my. I'm not a tech. I don't know all the stuff, but I just know this: don't have everything in one basket. So if your crypto basket gets destroyed, have some gold and silver at least, and it's going to help. Now, some people say get silver more over gold because the silver goes from like 28 an ounce to like 2,000, and that's fucking massive. You know, I don't know. There's different schools of thought. Um, so I'm not an expert in that either. IOTA is quantum proof. So I'm sure they have already had all the questions. So now I don't know if IOTA is quantum proof, but if it is, it's a little tricky to find IOTA. So then maybe get 10% of your money or 15% in IOTA, another 15% in H bar. Now you're 30%. And if your crypto gets hacked, at least you got crypto that's not quantum computer hackable. So um I think I'll wrap it up with that. Now I get the fun part is now I get to work on tomorrow morning's show. I think that morning show is going to be an open show. And then if I make a show, if I have time in the PM to make a show, that one will be closed. So I'm just going to alternate my show, open, closed, kind of like that. And we'll see how that goes. Um, there might be issues. We'll work around stuff. That might not be my final exact plan because I'm watching different things. And that'll be the show. I'll see everybody if I can find information in the morning. Then I got a show at 6:30 a.m. and that's if I could find news that like I'm not trying to teach news. If I don't think that it's relative and valid, like I don't have sponsors. These other people have, but if I'm not finding news that I think you need to hear, I just don't make a show. But anyhow, I'll see you then.